So yeah, speaking of terrible fathers, Benzino's been in the news.
I thought he was going to go to the other one. Right.
Oh yeah, well that can be next. Shit,
yeah, that's the next one. Okay,
we building up.
Okay,
okay.
Yeah, we
so
building up.
Benzino was on the We in Miami podcast calling for R.Kelly to get a second chance because, in his words, one of Kelly's victims was only a couple of years below the legal limit, and he had consent from the young woman's parents.
Do you think we should give R. Kelly a second chance?
Everybody deserves a second chance. I know that Elvis, a lot of them was 14, 15. I know Nick with young girls.
I was on the R. Kelly defense team.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, let the nigga do his time. Give him the time, whatever time he gotta do, and let him come home.
I don't agree with a life sentence for R. Kelly.
I don't agree with a life sentence. A lot of people want to get a life sentence. I don't agree with that.
But I definitely agree he should do some jail time.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree he should do 20 years. I agree he should do like maybe 10 years, and then you let him come home. Oh man, some people think that he deserves life.
What we talked about last week about Diddy, man. I told you.
They still ain't came up with charges on Diddy.
It ain't, because they ain't got none.
But Kelly's doing 20.
Yeah, he
20
doing
years.
that dub. He doing that dub.
So he ain't getting out till his, what, 70s?
Yeah, 70s.
Damn, he ain't going to be able
to
step
that's a life
in the
sentence.
name of love.
We don't know if he going to come out.
Oh, he going to come out?
Oh, he coming out.
We don't, that age and stuff like that, we don't know if he
R.
coming
Kelly
out.
will be all right
R. Kelly coming out. Because you got to understand, he's still ghostwriting for people.
Yeah, and I heard he can fight, so they ain't going to be fucking with him.
Shot-town, nigga.
Well, no, that don't mean you can fight.
I know.
Wasn't he participating in fight clubs?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure he had to stand up for himself after a while. Like, yeah.
Well, anyway, this kind of led to a bigger fallout between Benzino and his daughter, Coi Leray. She is publicly distancing herself from her dad because of the R. Kelly comments that he just made. She said she hasn't spoken to him in over a year.
Is that enough to distance yourself from your dad?
I think there were other incidents prior
I see what you're saying, but because your dad said that, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Well, yeah, but
he has an opinion. And a lot of people share his opinion.
Well, I had information, a career on the line, so she needs something.
Who, Coi Leray?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think she
More
had
than
to
likely.
state this publicly. I think she could still not fuck with her dad without publicly
saying that I don't fuck with my dad.
Remember, any controversy,
It's
bring
good
your name out
controversy.
there. That's what it's all about. That's the reason why Benzino's sitting here doing all
I'm
this.
still trying to figure out what damn song she got.
I don't need.
She has girls are players too.
Oh,
yeah, it's the message.
That's her only song?
No, she got other songs.
No
That's
More
the only
Parties.
one
No More Parties is the other song.
Oh, in addition, Benzino said everybody deserves a second chance. I know Elvis and a lot of motherfuckers fucked with 14 and 15-year-olds. I know niggas fuck with young
And see,
girls.
that's where I get into, like, you have to talk about the times, and like Elvis is the 60s. Like, you know, we're still a little uncivilized back then. We're kind of uncivilized in the 50s and 60s still. Like, you know, we're coming into laws, but
We wasn't savage.
Yeah, we weren't savages, nigga. Yeah, I don't recall hearing too many stories, not saying there aren't, of niggas wifing up underage women unless they were underage themselves or, you know.
It has, but
I mean, it has happened. I've heard stories.
No, we haven't heard anybody that's on
the grandma, granddad era is a different era. I'm telling y'all.
It is.
Grandma, granddad era is not the era we came from. That's a whole different era.
You're
so
right. Great, especially all the way great. That's great grand you talking about.
Well,
that's
great, but that's a different era.
Of course, because at that time it still was. It's not too far coming out of slavery. You feel what I'm saying? And we are in the Jim Crow, and Jim Crow, black folks was still sharecroppers. So as a sharecropper, you had to have a family to run that. So you know, all that went down, and a lot of times, I'm just going I'm doing my family tree right now. My great grandmother on my grandmother's side, she had 22 kids. She started from 16. Her last child was at 48. So, you know what I'm saying? We talking about 3 generations in.
Damn.
22,
48.
Jesus.
Yeah, last child was 48.
Good Lord.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
That gives hope to a lot of